Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between HeRoMaRinE and PartinG. Here on Chrome, the latter edition, a great map for great games. Top right-hand corner, it is the blue Terran player. It is the German HeRoMaRinE. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the red Protoss player PartinG, who is Korean. Now, HeRoMaRinE's been killing it recently. He's got over 7,000 MMR on the European ladder. I want to see how he stacks up against PartinG, though. Because PartinG is a very, very dangerous Protoss player. And I just want to see how HeRoMaRinE measures up to him currently in the year of 2020. This is from Summer DreamHack. And this is a probe scouting. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It just, helps the algorithm know that I'm here. The YouTube algorithm, that is. I'm not entirely sure how many other algorithms know about me, but the YouTube algorithm does. It just needs to be reminded every once in a while, and hitting like does that for me. All right, so probe harassment here from PartinG. Not much of a surprise. Oh, 2 SCVs off the line. Ah, one is going to expand. Oh, hang on a second. You have enough money. I'm just going to make it... Okay, so this SCV is scouting for shenanigans stuff right now. HeRoMaRinE does go for the Reaper. Doesn't want to go for the command center right away. So Reaper's name is MC Hammer. He just wanted to be close to a queen, but out of her range. And just to... let's do that one. We're going to name this Reaper the Blue Zerg player. Someone trying to mess with me. So the SCV comes in and says, all right, quick expansion here. 1 gate expand out of PartinG. Nothing too nuts. Cybernetics core coming out at home too. Doesn't seem like there's any proxies happening. We're not really missing a pylon. We already have 2 visible here inside the natural and here inside the main. So we're going to be just fine. So the blue Zerg player is heading on out. Still looking for proxies though. And the reason HeRoMaRinE is so worried about this is because PartinG's a crazy person. And he'll do crazy proxies in situations where it makes no sense to do so. And then he'll win anyway. So he's probably the most unpredictable of Korean players anyway. I would say of the Koreans, he's the most unpredictable, which, I don't know, a lot of the Koreans are very predictable in what they're going to do. They'll do standard things. Maybe you won't know exactly what strategy they're doing, but it's very rare to just be caught entirely by surprise by what a Korean StarCraft player is up to. But PartinG, again, not so stuff. So, we'll see if he does any of that here. We still have some time. Twilight Council opening here from him, which, again, this could be a big Blinkstalker play. If we get a Robo out of it for a Warp Prism, that definitely could be what we're looking at. Adept shows up to try to get some harassment done. And, oh, actually good use of the bunker here. Oh, the Adept is a live Reaper finish. Oh, did that SCV get the kill? Or the Reaper did? I think the Reaper got that kill. Nice job, the Blue Zerg player. I always talk about how Reapers and TVPs never get kills anymore. But, hey, check that action out. Actually defending against an Adept. Not bad. I feel like that Stalker could get more done. There's an Adept in a bunker right now. There's a Reaper in a bunker right now. That Reaper is not going to cause you any problems, man. I'm just saying, just for the record here, that's not going to happen. Starport on the way from HeRoMaRinE. Nothing too crazy from him at this stage of the game. Are we going Robo? We are going Robo. We are going additional gateways. We are going to base. Not taking our 3rd and 4th geysers yet. This feels a lot like Blinkstalker, and Blink is actually on the way too. So, all right, we'll see how HeRoMaRinE does against this. He has to be aware of it. This is one of PartinG's favorite weird things to do. Not many other players will do this, right? Not many other Protoss players. Ooh, the probe surround on the Hellions, though. God, that was brutal. 1 probe died there. Wait, weren't there 2 Hellions? Did that Hellion kill its buddy? That doesn't make any sense. How is... Am I blind? Were there 2? Hang on, I'm looking. Were there 2 Hellions in there? Oh, it was Hellion and Reaper combo. Of course it was. Okay, alright, alright. I don't know. It's weird to see 1 Hellion and a Reaper. I assume there were 2 Hellions and a Reaper. But in the end, look at this. Look at this right here. He moves the wounded probes back like a boss. And then when they come in the mineral line, 1 probe dies, and that's it. That's all we get. The Stalker is able to get a couple shots off there because nobody can run away from it. And bam, done. Ridiculous. All right, so Liberator in production. Tank coming in here too. Warp Prism on the way. Not chrono boosting Blink at the moment, but I think that's going to be just fine if you're concerned about it. I'm not entirely sure that you should be, is all I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is just going, I mean, this is going to be a PartinG big Blink Stalker Warp Prism shenanigan play. Getting an Observer, too, to help spot that high ground, detect any Widow Mines that might exist and cause problems for these Stalkers. And just Stalker in production right now. HeRoMaRinE, he knows about this. He knows it's a risk from PartinG. He's got a tank up in a good position to cover this area, really important, and down here in this area, too. Also really important, and it's far enough back that it's not easy to blink on top of and kill. So I think HeRoMaRiNE's preparing this about as well as he can. He's getting another tank here. Again, he had a Liberator out, but I think the Liberator might... There you go. You're sneaking down this way. I see you, but big warping of Stalkers over here. And Liberator just showing up in the mineral line. And you know what's not going to save your probes from a Liberator is a shield battery. It's not happening. You need Stalkers for that stuff, and you definitely have it. Marines, but one of the tanks does go down, but the other tank is still firing. A couple of these Stalkers go down. The Marine count is still heavy. Ooh, the Stalkers further commit coming on in here. I don't know about this. This feels like the Stalkers are all going to die. They had an evacuation path with that Warp Prism, and instead they decided what they were going to do instead. Oh, the body block and the blink out, but you can't blink to the low ground, and you're not going to get another tank here. Bam! I don't know if that was worth. I really don't. That's 8 Stalkers down for 5 SCVs, and a couple probes went down on the other side here too with that Liberator. Good pull from PartinG though. He didn't, he didn't let a lot of his dudes die. Yeah, I would say HeRoMaRiNE held out about as well as he can. Tanks are a big deal. Marines, tanks and Marines, all the live long day versus these Stalkers. Is PartinG going to follow it up with further Warp Prism harassment? I don't know. I don't think he is necessarily. Again, the tank count is 2. 2 seems to be a bit of a magic number here. He's not really getting any more either. It's just going to be Marines all day. And again, Marines trade well against Stalkers. Stalkers do bonus damage versus armored. Marines are not armored. And as such, it takes a lot of volleys. Did you see that? A lot of volleys from Stalkers to kill a Marine. And as long as it takes a lot of volleys to kill them, they will continue firing. If you don't have splash damage versus Marines as a Protoss player, you're just pretty much going to die. Like, Mass Marine is really good against Protoss without that splash. And to be fair, Mass Marine's good against Zerg too if there isn't any splash. Like, you want Banelings, you want Infestors for Fungal, you want Ultras for that splash damage attack too. It's not like Zerg can get away with not having splash damage versus Mass Marine. But Colossus in production, worried about that Marine count, goes into an Extended Thermal Lance. Third base going to get tossed up here by PartinG right about now, and there it is! And Warp Prism sneaking. It's got Zealots in it, not Stalkers this time. Third base coming up from HeRoMaRiNE about the same time that PartinG started his third, so the timing I think is good right now. Income is favoring HeRoMaRiNE at the moment, just a little tiny bit, but Marine Marauder tank push. This is really suddenly very intimidating for PartinG. He's trying to kite back here. The Zealots do manage to get into the main mineral line. You're going to kill a couple of these SCVs and then get the heck on out of there. 8 SCVs go down. HeRoMaRiNE very intelligently does not bring his entire army back. He recognizes he has a big army advantage right now, 61 to 48. And a bunch of these Zealots are back this way, but I guess a bunch of his army is back this way too. Man, turrets would be so good. Backline turrets against these Warp Prisms. I don't know how PartinG saves his third. I'm looking at it. That is a cancel if I've ever seen one. He has a Colossus. Yeah, canceled third base toast. Problematic. Warp Prism got out of there to the south and is going to recall home because we're not done yet. Oh, we are not done yet, says HeRoMaRiNE. We're a little bit worried about the Colossus. We're going to snipe down a gateway. Excellent job there. And just get in this mineral line. Kill a couple of your probes. The Colossus Warp Prism stuff here is pretty darn good. But man, HeRoMaRiNE still continuing to pressure here. He's got reinforcements streaming across the map at the same time. This is not all we have. It is really hard to do this when there are multiple tanks out on the map, but blinking right on top of those tanks with the Stalkers, taking some serious hits, but also dying in the meantime. Oh, those medevacs got killed, and PartinG holds it off. He's able to warp in reinforcements. He's able to blink on top of those tanks. He knew he could not let HeRoMaRiNE get situated there and allow these reinforcements to come in at the same time. It would have been much harder to hold him off here. Neither player really interested in backing out at this point. And look at that, HeRoMaRiNE able to push PartinG back. He's got his Marines. The Colossus are taking hits, but the save. The save there was sick. Look at it, 44 and 21 HP on those Colossus. That's disgusting. Third base needs to land for HeRoMaRiNE. Especially if you have Parting on the back foot, landing that third base and actually getting incoming from it while denying Parting's third base would have been really important there. But instead, he waited. He waited until now. He's got a good number of workers. He's at 54 to 51 compared to the Protoss, but he's oversaturated. I mean, so, all right. So he's still going to land the third before Parting's third comes in, but I mean, it's a negligible difference at this point. I mean, if he'd been able to land this, it was done. If he'd been able to land it at this third base, he would have had a huge economic advantage. He still has a big one. And it is going up, right? As he has the third base fully saturated instantly, and Parting's base just now comes in. So it's a small window. It's a small window here that is available. Parting actually has a fourth base warping in. I like that. Smart. Recognizing that HeRoMaRinE is going to be a little bit defensive with his third base, especially recognizing because you have an observer over here that HeRoMaRinE has not spotted problematically. But double Colossus out. Storm getting researched here too from the Protoss. More and more Vikings in production. He's like, if I had a couple more Vikings in that last battle, I could have killed those Colossus. They're already so injured as it is. You're not recovering that HP on Protoss units. It's an impossibility. And has been for Protoss ever since StarCraft in 1998 was released. A long time ago. Ghost Academy on the way from HeRoMaRinE going for that disruptor hit. Not going for a disruptor hit, but going for EMP and enhanced shockwave, especially increasing the range and the radius of that EMP ability. Smart. It's a smart play for sure. All right, army supply 88 to 60 right now for HeRoMaRinE. It is a very big, very intimidating Marine Marauder tank army. That's going to be hard for Parting to deal with in a direct confrontation. He needs some really nice disruptor hits, some really nice Colossus juggling to keep them alive against this. Because in a straight-up engagement where both players just go, Parting dies. Parting straight up dies here. There's enhanced shockwave coming in. Concussive shell on the way here too. Zealot warping, causing some minor problems there, but either one SCV died or no SCVs died during that, so I think we're good. I think HeRoMaRinE is doing just fine. Thank you for asking. A quick spoiler alert. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. But the Team Link stuff, the fun Team Link stuff with Fear Dragon and, anyway, and Zombie Grub and stuff, HeRoMaRinE took a map off of Serral. So, I mean, he's very, very capable. He's a very good Terran player. For him to win this game, again, I would not be surprised by. I just want to see how he does against a Korean Protoss player who was in GSL, right? Who qualified for GSL this year. Which Parting is. Called big-time storms on those Vikings. It just lands the Vikings for reasons I don't fully understand there. He just makes them fly instantly anyway. I don't know what the big deal is there necessarily. Parting's fourth base is a bit under siege here, but Storm's enough to chase that buy away. Oh, Ghost, you can't die. Ghost just died. Was that target firing? I don't know. The cannon took down the Ghost there. That was pretty good. Trying to overcharge with a shield battery. Not going to work out super well. The splits. The Zealots are just causing major problems everywhere. We're going to zoom out to catch all of this action. And Parting manages to hold off quite nicely. Zealots, Stalkers, Disruptors in the mix. Pulling back, HeRoMaRinE going to the high ground. Still continuing to produce stuff back home. Army supply is now 80 to 68 in favor of Parting. What a swing. What a swing there. Parting's fourth base is up and running. HeRoMaRinE, no sign of a fourth base from him. Where though? Okay, now just starting a command center at his third base location for a fourth, but Parting has that advantage. He's going to enjoy it for the next couple of minutes here. These are really crucial minutes for HeRoMaRinE. If he can't take down this fourth base of Parting, or maybe the third base of Parting, and win an engagement here, I don't see how he wins this game. We're 13 minutes into it, but it's a very crucial juncture right now for the Terran player. Work Dark Shrine on the way here from Parting. Parting's got a fifth base coming up down to the south. I mean, this is just some heavy macro out of Parting right now, and he can do it because he had the army advantage. HeRoMaRinE has swung ahead in army advantage because Parting is expanding so heavily. Look how many shots it takes to kill a Zealot if you're Marauders. It's so many hits. That's why you need Zealots in your composition, Protoss players, against Terran. You always have. If you don't have Zealots, you will die so much faster. Your Stalkers will die. Your Archon will die. Your Disruptors will die. The Zealots are there to absorb hits and make sure it's not easy just to target fire the Zealots. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, there are Zealots running around here inside the main mineral line of HeRoMaRinE. The Liberator trying to kill them and actually doing a really fantastic job of it. Like, holy smokes, this Liberator, though, both of them, 5 kills on that one. Look at the Zealot staying out. Oh my gosh, another warp in. Dude, HeRoMaRinE is like, I gotta go. I have to go here. And I think he's right. I think he does. Oh, these Zealots finally getting cleared out. Disruptor shots are zoning away HeRoMaRinE's ground army. Man, I don't know about this. Ugh, Disruptor hit on that tank. Not enough to kill it. You need 2. You need 2 hits on those for sure. Meanwhile, just look who can afford to warp in more and more Zealots back home. HeRoMaRinE needs to kill this Nexus if he's going to win this game. And looks like he's going to get it. The probes are pulling out. I don't know. There's a recall available for most of them. The Zealots are going to town back home, though. They're killing tanks. They're hacking up Marauders and Marines. Oh my gosh, they're even down here at HeRoMaRinE's 4th base killing SCVs. HeRoMaRinE, he needs to win a fight right here. He needs to win it and win the game with it. Because if you win a big fight on this side of the map against Protoss, you win the game. Can he do it or not? Storm being split against pretty effectively. Got the High Templar there. How many more High Templar are there? There are still 5 High Templar in the battle. Or at least on the map. Oh, DT's coming in for PartinG too. For PartinG. Back here, some dude's doing damage to the natural base a little bit. Another gateway goes down. Army supplies 112 to 75. But again, Storm is a pretty great equalizer right now. Nova comes down the way, catches a Marine and a Marauder both. Storm happening all over the place. HeRoMaRinE, though, gathering his forces. He has a very bruised army right now. Where are your scans? There are DTs defending right now. Dude, this game is nuts. Is HeRoMaRinE going to be able to do this thing? There's the scan. Okay. The medevacs are being given a little bit of time to heal these units up, but they're overstimmed like crazy, at least temporarily. The healing up is nice, though. PartinG comes into the backside, deals with the tanks and the Liberators fairly well, although I think that Archon... Oh, the reinforcements from HeRoMaRinE. Dude, has HeRoMaRinE kind of, sort of done this? Oh, the DTs. The DTs are a problem. Disruptor. Oh, Disruptor. No, one of the Disruptors dies. Where are your scans? Does he not have any scans available? He does. He's got 1. He had 1 scan available. But just now, dude, this game is scrappy. 52 to 38 army supply at 17 minutes. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I implement a scrappy tag? Like, maybe it's not an epic game, but it's scrappy in that both sides have lost a ton of workers. Both sides have lost battles and won battles and lost battles. It's 44 to 33 workers at 17 minutes. That's crazy for StarCraft 2. That implies a lot of damage has been done, and because it has been done, the Zealot attacks up here killed so many SCVs. But the damage done to the natural base, and, I mean, the 3rd base is gone for PartinG. So that's not great. Does HeRoMaRinE know about this? Does he feel like he knows about it? So he's got to be worried about it, right? He's like, I killed one of PartinG's bases, but he still has another one. He's still 4-basing it. And I'm 4-basing it, so I mean, it could be worse. Army supply, 78 to 64 in favor of HeRoMaRinE. That's a lot of Zealots, man. That is a lot of Zealots with 2-2. DT Blink is done, actually, for PartinG too, which is fantastic. Some EMPs would be huge in this battle. I'm just going to state for the record, EMPs might make or break this for HeRoMaRinE. This is good. This is some good PvT for your Wednesday. Holy cannoli. Yeah, just more ghosts in production, more DTs coming in here too. Production tab full for HeRoMaRinE. PartinG not doing anything here. There we go. 3 Zealots, 1 DT. I think HeRoMaRinE did what he needed to do. Man, that bunker with a missile turret nearby is great for holding off DT attacks. Look at this stim. No. Oh, concussive shell. Making that Zealot be able to run. HeRoMaRinE kind of dodging a route here. A couple EMPs go down. PartinG, look at that. Moving the Stalkers back because they can blink out of action if they need to. Whereas the Zealots, if they get hit, they're done. They can't run for it. They need to engage at that point. The Stalkers, however, even if they get slowed by Concussive Shell, they can blink out and put some distance between themselves and the Terran army. And EMP is getting tossed down everywhere. Here's our engagement right now. Are there enough Stalkers? The splits from HeRoMaRinE, I don't know. He just lost all of his ground army right there. He split as well as he could, but bam, he lost a ton of Marines and Marauders. He's rebuilding them back home as well as he can. But PartinG's got reinforcements coming across here as well. He doesn't have any Disruptors or Colossus. It's just Zealots, Stalkers, and DTs. I kind of feel like that favors HeRoMaRinE, but that last engagement went pretty poorly for him. He does scan. Reinforcements coming in the form of tanks from the right side. PartinG doesn't quite like the fact that there are tanks set up in siege mode. And he backs out. Ooh, there is now a Disruptor in play. Dodged ably there by HeRoMaRinE. Not too shabby. Chasing up, chasing up. Oh my gosh. Ah, HeRoMaRinE standing in, which means he feels pretty confident about this. He keeps scanning. He's been saving scans once he recognized that DTs were on the menu for PartinG today. Boy, coming up a ramp is so brave from HeRoMaRinE. Oh, he gets the Disruptor before it fires. But again, the DTs hammering away pretty effectively right now. Army supply 58 to 38, though. The Stalkers are home. Oh my gosh, the DTs are still here from PartinG, and HeRoMaRinE has to get on out of there. God, this is bananas. This is incredible amount of bananas here. He's actually not fully saturated on that gas. I'm not sure that HeRoMaRinE, he's mineral starved more than anything else right now, so that makes sense. PartinG is replacing his third base after it died, what I feel like was about 10 minutes ago in game. It's been really crazy since then. But HeRoMaRinE up about 20 army supply, as he's been more often than not today. Income is favoring PartinG, but just a tiny bit. HeRoMaRinE able to call mules down. He probably could expand again, but I love the Zealot for vision that PartinG has up that way. Both players giving each other the chance to collectively kind of catch their breaths after the insanity this game has been. Whew. HeRoMaRinE posturing up. His tanks aren't in direct range of any of these buildings, but they are in range to pull back and kill anything that tries to kill them. Jumping on top of it, storming the crap out of these tanks, and again, tanks cannot run. Therefore, they will get crushed by Protoss armies if you don't have enough to deal with those Zealots, and HeRoMaRinE did not. PartinG threatening. Disruptor hit there. Liberator setting up shop. And the Stalkers blink away again. What is killing probes? I don't know. I don't know what just killed 9 probes there. Maybe a Widow Mine. I don't know that HeRoMaRinE's made any Widow Mines today at all. He didn't open the Widow Mine drop, and that was it. SCV is here on the line for HeRoMaRinE. He doesn't want to expand. Look at him. He's not expanding here. Is that going to be a problem for him? Again, dealing with these Zealots means the rest of the army for PartinG is much easier to handle. The SCVs are in here buffering at the same time. The Stalkers are mean, but they do have to blink away as reinforcing units come in from HeRoMaRinE here. Disruptor getting focused down. That is a big time. Never mind, the Zealots are a bigger concern, but that Disruptor wanders into Marauderville here. Gets saved. Oh my gosh, 21 SCVs went down, and that's a good game. PartinG comes in and wins this thing. I don't know. I kind of feel like HeRoMaRinE maybe misjudged that game, right? The income here was pretty even. I think we were like here. I don't know. I think I really do feel like HeRoMaRinE thought like he needed to do that, like he was desperate. Like he needed to bring the SCVs in, get that thing done, but I think he had room to expand, to defend against PartinG's aggression a little bit, get back on even footing economically, but he decided to pull the boys. He decided to pull the SCVs, lost a ton of his SCVs in that final battle, 21 of them, and PartinG just managed to hold on. Good storm, good disruptor hits, good saving that final disruptor so it didn't die when the Marauders were hitting it. 20 DTs too. What a beautiful play. What a beautiful, beautiful game there from PartinG. Crazy, crazy good back and forth. Scrappy, scrappy game. Again, I would not classify it as epic just because, again, didn't really have an epic ending there. Again, I feel like HeRoMaRinE misjudged it. That doesn't inspire me all that much, but I could be wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, great stuff. Well, that is going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.